Good morning, everybody. My name is Greg, and welcome to All My Favorite Games. In this video, I'm going to be playing some chess on chess.com. It's for those of you who don't know what it is, it's a website that allows you to play chess with other real people around the world. You get rated, and you can play for free, but you get a lot more features if you do the subscription. The subscription is not that expensive. I will post it in a post once I'm done with the video. So with that said, let's play some chess. I've been a little bit on a losing streak. My current rating is 466. I'd like to get that back up to 500. I'm gonna play some 15-minute games with a 10-second bonus. All right, looks like I am white. Yeah. All right. I'll start with the King's opening. So, how's everybody's holiday weekend going so far? Hoping you're having a good weekend. Let's see, coming out with a knight. Okay. A little bit of an unusual opening, but we'll see what I can do with it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and castle. This way I'm trying to keep my pawns protected. That knight has no place to go. It's going to have to back up or be captured. My brother, making me have to work. Could have brought that pawn out, but I'd see what he does. But even if he decides to trade bishops with me, I'd trade bishops with him. In chess.com, for those of you who have never played it, you do get a rating. You can play blitz games. There's different ratings. The rapid rating is what I'm playing with now on this game, which is currently 466. Let's see if I can get this bishop to move here. My opponent's rating has a 384. Okay, let's see what I want to do next. Knight doesn't like my bishop. Let's see. Got plenty of time. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and capture this knight. It's kind of intruding on what I would like to do. Now, I cannot take that pawn. I'd like to, but I can't. But here's what I can do. I'm going to go ahead and take the bishop. It's going to be a problem, so. Okay. If my opponent thinks he's going to work me with his knight, I got that spot protected. Let's see, what can I do here? You know, I could just move this pawn up one. Wants to threaten the queen again. I can't imagine why. Let's see, where's the best place for me to put it? He's threatening both my bishop and my queen, which is not very nice. And there's no way for me to tag him. See what he does. Looks like my opponent has little less than 10.5 minutes, and I've got 10 minutes. Alright, let's open up this aisle. Okay. Now we got the knights out of the way. Oh wow. We're going to play it that way. I am not trading queens with you. Let's see, I got time advantage again, which is good. Because in case one of us, if my opponent runs out of time, then I can still win by time advantage. But I'd rather do it by checkmate if I can. My opponent's taken a long time to think about it. Be interesting to see what he decides to do next. Okay. Looks like he took a pawn, I think. Gonna continue to move my pawns up. Need those squares protected. Now that rook that I just moved is gonna protect. Actually, both of the rooks are protecting both of the pawns, so. Okay. Let's see what my opponent thinks about this. Now my opponent is either looking at a checkmate on my next move or losing a rook at a minimum. Or possibly a bishop. The bishop is trapped. So it'd be really interesting to see how this game turns out. Well, checkmate. Okay, so now let's do the game review. One of the advantages of having a subscription service is that chess.com will analyze your game and tell you what you did right and tell you what you did wrong. So let's see what the review has to say.
You won with a nice mid-game mating tactic, turning an even game into victory.
We start review.
This is the most popular starting move in chess. Getting their knight out, but giving you a chance to grab space. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Knight f6 develops the knight toward the center and attacks the e4 pawn. Oops, you gave up a pawn. They took your pawn for free. Castling protects your king and activates your rook. This move prepares for their bishop to join the action. You had a better way to prepare a bishop for development. Their better move was to move a knight to safety. You had a better option, but this is not bad. They kick your bishop with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. This is a good time for you to get out of trouble. Your opponent develops their bishop off its starting square. You found the move that blocks the attacker. They made a solid choice and castled same side as you did. You're kicking their bishop out of a useful square. They move the bishop to safety. Your opening setup's taking shape nicely. Decent move, but they had a better one. This is a fine move. They made one of the top moves in this position. You are threatening to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This move protects their knight, which was vulnerable with insufficient defenders. You allowed the opponent to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. That capture of your knight will cause you to lose material after all the trades are made. You captured back. A straightforward recapture. Your rooks are connected, which helps them work together. Your opponent is putting pressure on your pawn chain. That pawn was yours for the taking. Their best option was to defend a pawn that was under attack. You get a chance to kick a bishop. A knight in the center controls more squares. Their best option was to connect rooks. You are now able to force doubling of pawns. You are forcing your opponent to double pawns. A clear recapture. Your bishop has more scope from this square. Their king steps away from the check by your bishop. You had an opportunity to capture a free pawn. This move left their pawn hanging. You captured that free pawn. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. A good choice to move your threatened queen. A correct move to get their knight out of harm's way. With that move, you chase the knight away, moving their threatened knight to safety. Your best move was to move a queen to safety. You allowed the opponent to force isolated doubled pawns. You are forced to have isolated doubled pawns, which ruins their structure. A clear recapture. They offer a fair trade of pieces. You want a pawn for free. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Your better option was to take an open file with a rook. You allowed the opponent to sacrifice a bishop for a nice tactic, capturing your hanging pawn. You permitted the opponent to sacrifice a bishop for a nice tactic. Their better move was to connect rooks. You are threatening to checkmate the king. You get a chance to deliver a back rank mate. Nice job spotting the weakness of the back rank and checkmating your opponent.
And excuse me, and that does it for this game. So let me see. I just need to check one thing here. Need to go back. Okay. Yeah. See what my rating is here. See, it doesn't show it here. Okay, just a second. Okay, my rapid rating, which is here, is now up to 472 from 466. So, anyways, I think I'm going to leave it at this, or maybe I'll play one more. Why not? So I'm just gonna hit play. I'm gonna do it online and a 15-minute game. All right, now I'm black. So my opponent is doing the queen's opening this time around. Let me think about how I want to play this. Let me see, do I want to take that? Basic, basically, I'm doing what I did last game. Try to develop my pieces. Try to stay out of check if I can. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Anytime my opponent gets the queen out early, it can become a problem. Now I can castle. My opponent is playing a little bit of a tough game here. See, what was the last move? I missed that. Okay. So knight for knight. And I think I'm going to go ahead and recapture. Okay, capture the pawn. Sometimes I miss my opponent's move, and I gotta go back and see what he did. I don't like what what my opponent is doing. Oh yes, that was not a good move. Okay, so the queen got my bishop. I thought the knight was going to grab my rook, but he didn't. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to wind up getting a knight. Okay. So I got my knight. Think. Let me see what I can do here. Oops. I move the queen here. Yeah, my opponent does not like my queen there. So maybe I'll just put it. I'm just going to stick it right here. Real close. That was a mistake. Maybe, yeah, I can move it here. Okay. Well, see what I want to do about that. Okay, now my opponent is threatening checkmate, and that cannot be allowed. I think I can checkmate him in 2 moves. One move and it's checkmate. By the way, I have a website, and the URL is it's checkmate with a hyphen or a dash. So if you want to check it out, I do run a Citrus Heights Chess Club. It's on find it on Meetup. Wow, my opponent resigned. Okay, let's do the review.
You had a nice tactical find in this game. Let's review. establishing center control with their pawn and opening up their bishop. I like this response. It's proactive, versatile, and battles for the center. Defending their pawn, but it makes their position a little cramped. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Your opponent places a pawn in the center, gaining space and control. This will win a pawn with correct play. Recaptures. You are bringing your bishop into play, eyeing the central squares. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. This move opens the path for your bishop to enter the game. Their better move was to develop a knight and attack the center. This pin holds their knight in place, tying it to the king. Your opponent develops their queen off its starting square. Your bishop is undefended, so this move loses material. They took your bishop for free. You are bringing your knight into play, eyeing the central squares. They bring out their knight, increasing their control over the center. You strike at the center with a pawn, taking away space from your opponent. They took your pawn for free. Castling kingside helps to complete your development. They made a solid choice and castled same side as you did. You further develop your pieces by moving the rook. They played one of the best moves here. With that move, you offer to trade pieces. Your opponent removed the threat by capturing your knight. A clear recapture. This move gives you the opportunity to win their pawn. You allowed the opponent to win a queen through a fork. You're going to lose your queen to this fork. You found a safer square for your queen, capturing your hanging bishop. You attack a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. This removes defense from knight, letting you win a free piece. You captured a free knight. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. Not the best move, but not bad either. They kick your queen with a pawn, forcing it to move or be captured. Your best move was to move a queen to safety. You permitted the opponent to maneuver a bishop to a more powerful square. They attacked your queen, gaining time as it must move away. Correct, of course. Move away from danger. Their better move was to block a check from the opposing queen. You are now able to take an open file with a rook. Your better option was to take an open file with a rook. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. Your best move was to defend a knight that was under attack. You get a chance to win material through an eventual discovered attack. You missed an opportunity to win material through an eventual discovered attack. Precise move from your opponent. This move loses a queen. You missed an opportunity to capture a free pawn. This move gives you the opportunity to win their bishop. You got lucky here. Your opponent missed the chance to capitalize on your mistake. You are losing a queen this way.
And that's where my opponent resigned the game, because the next move was going to be checkmate. I'm not quite sure how I would be losing a queen. If anybody sees how I would, feel free to leave it in the comments. So anyways, let's see what my rating is now. Go back to it's like my rating is 472. Let me just refresh this page. Nope, my rating went up to 481. Okay. So on that note, this concludes the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a like and a subscribe. For the time being, I'm going to be kind of alternating between chess, backgammon, and PBA bowling 2026. If you have a favorite game that you would like for me to play, please request it in the comment, or you can join my Discord channel. I have the link in the About section. So feel free to click on it and you can leave your request there under game request. So either place, either the Discord or the comments is fine. And if you have a favorite game, then I will definitely play it. So on that note, I hope you have a good day and good luck in whatever game you're playing. So adios for now.